This section introduces negative and zero exponents. So we're going to begin with just talking about what a negative exponent looks like. So we're going to first take a look at x to the second over x to the fifth. So we learned in the earlier video that when we have that, it's bottom heavy. The 5 is bigger than a 2. So then I'm going to subtract 5 minus 2 and get x to the third with a 1 in the numerator. So that's according to our earlier video rules. So, but what if we took that and actually subtracted 2, subtract 5? What we'd come up with is x to the negative 3. So we could say that x to the negative 3 is actually equal to 1 over x to the third, which is what's written right here. And that is the definition of a negative exponent. So if you have a negative exponent, you're going to take the reciprocal of this and change the sign of the exponent. So x to the negative 3 becomes 1 over x to the positive 3. Note, a negative exponent does not change the sign in front. So if I have an x to the negative 3, I don't get a negative answer. It just changes the sign of the exponent. So also, you need to realize that 1 over x to the negative 3, so say your negative exponent is in the denominator. The reciprocal then of it is going to flip it up to the numerator, and it becomes a positive exponent 3. So example 1, we have 3 to the negative 2. So the reciprocal is going to be 1 over 3 to the positive 2. So I change the sign on the exponent, and then I'm going to simplify that to 1/9. So 3 to the negative 2 is equal to 1/9. If I have a negative 2 to the negative 4 power, so notice this is my base. So my base is going to flip to the denominator. It wasn't the numerator, so the reciprocal is denominator. And my negative 4 is going to become positive 4. Notice nothing happened to the negative 2 that was in front of it. It's just negative 2. And I have a 1 in the numerator. When I multiply out negative 2 times negative 2, I get 4. Times another negative 2 gives me negative 8, and times another negative 2 gives me 16. So this is going to be 1 over a positive 16 when I multiply out all those negative 2's. If I have 1 divided by 7, the negative 2, it's going to flip, so the reciprocal, so it's going to punch that 7 up to the numerator, and my negative 2 is now going to become a positive 2. So it's in the numerator. And square it out, and that gives me 49. You could put over 1 if you wanted to think about it, but it's gone to the numerator, so over 1, and that gives me 49. So here, let's look at example. We'll skip over to example E. If I have 5 to the negative 3 divided by 2 to the negative 5, I have two different bases with negative exponents. So my 5 to the negative 3 is going to reciprocal down to the bottom, and my negative 3 is going to become positive 3. And my 2 to the negative 5, which was in the denominator, is going to pop up to the numerator and become 2 to the positive 5. So multiplying out 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is going to give me a 32 over 5 to the third is 125. So we'll stop here and pick up next time, but a little small introduction to negative exponents.